Good morning everyone, how you all going? Welcome back to another quick video looking at Lake Victoria. What a beautiful morning. It's actually kind of warm and cool at the same time. Now I've been watching the news and then I heard about the tragedy just off Greece and how pretty much the whole European government, and that includes England, lack balls. Okay, they lack the willpower to actually stop the people smugglers. It's quite simple. Okay, I'm going to say this, first policy you want to put into place is that nobody by boat will be able to stay in any part of Europe, and that includes England. Okay, they'll be sent back to the place where they came from, or the home, or the country of origin. Now, that's the first thing. Second policy you would put in place with these other countries as well, where they're coming from, and that you want to put this into place as well. Otherwise, it won't work. Is that captains or anybody who's caught people smuggling gets life in jail, regardless of where they are, who they are, or how far up the food chain they are. If you're part of the people smuggling organisation, you get life in jail without a chance of parole. Okay, so that's going to stop. It's going to discourage people from trying to do this versus trying to make money out of it. The third policy you then must put in place. You have to put these policies in place, and you have to do this together. Okay. The third policy you have to put in place is where the the countries of origin where they're leaving from, is build centres there with that country. Build training centres, refugee centres, and some. I don't call them refugee centres. Maybe training centres. Right, and say, okay, we'll start building training centres because there's going to be lots of refugees still there. So you build training centres, you build places where people can legally go to, and they can say, if you're a refugee in that part of the world, you can go to those particular places and eventually find a home. You get training, or you find a home somewhere in Europe or somewhere else in the world, or even get training and go back to your own country and try to improve that. Now, then you're going to trace the roots of all these refugees, which they've all done. Right? Find out where they're coming from, and that's when you want to start replicating these training centres into those places. Now, that all being said and done, every single person on this earth, regardless of how long you've been living in a country, if you've been living in a country for 1 year or 100 years or 100,000 years, you're all migrants. Even Aboriginals here in Australia, they're migrants. Okay, they might have been the oldest living culture here, or humans here, but they're still migrants. We all come from Africa. So we understand the concept of people moving and where they come from. We understand the reasons why they're moving and where they come from. But once we find out exactly where they're coming from, that's the countries we're going to then start, after getting these other policies into place, that's when we're going to have to start putting the policies of helping those countries out and try to improve the countries there, so people don't want to leave there. They want to stay in their own country and work with their own country. They're very simple policies. For people are going to say it's very complex issues, but they're not. They're very simple issues, and they're very simple policies to put into place to make those issues so you can actually handle it. So you're going to stop your people smuggling. You're going to encourage people to re-educate, regrow, and maybe legally go to find places to access to get into Europe and other countries around the world. But anyway, this is my personal opinion on it, and honestly that's the only way they can really do it to stop the people smugglers, if they really want to stop the people smugglers. Oh well, and stop people dying at sea at least. Oh, you all take it easy, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you again for watching my videos, and all comments are welcome.